Welcome to the GAMERamble special video for Wingspan. My name is Dark Cloud and I'm joined by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
Indianos.
This game is developed by Monster Couch and published by Monster Couch and Stonemaier Games, as well as Indie Nova, and it's a relaxing, award-winning strategy card game about birds for 1 to 5 players. So since this is the officially licensed digital adaptation of the board game, we decided to do something a little different for this special video and actually play through a game with 3 players. So this is going to be a bit more slow-paced and I guess relaxing, so just sit back and enjoy.
Check out the birds.
Yeah, we all try to explain what is happening as we're playing.
It's like I have to start my turn.
Yeah, I'm the fetching owl avatar up here. These are my 2 opponents whose avatars will probably show as soon as I start making moves.
Pick 5 birds from a deck. I'm picking the ones with the highest feathers, because feathers in the end are gonna... Oh, birds and food. Shoot. Okay, wait.
Yeah, this game is won basically on points, which is feathers. And there are multiple ways to do that. And it's played across numerous rounds with a limited amount of turns each. But as soon as it's my turn, I'll explain what I will be doing or attempting to do. The objective for this first round: count the total number of birds with this specific nest type that have at least 1 egg. Each bird counts just once regardless of how many eggs it has. Star nests count towards this goal. Everyone is going to be going for those birds now to try and get those points for this round. But obviously I'm in the last position now, so I don't know if there's going to be any of those left by the time it's my turn.
Yeah, because we get to pick cards from the deck.
Yeah, and everyone works from the same deck.
I've had fairly low feather birds so far.
It's a valid strategy.
They only give you a choice of between 5 cards, and then you have to pick cards and food.
Okay, so here it is now, my turn. As you can see here, on your turn you'll take one of 4 actions: play a bird from your hand, gain food and activate forest bird powers, lay eggs and activate grassland bird powers, or draw bird cards and activate wetland bird powers. So this is the forest here, and I get to keep or choose some bird and foods here. Well, this is the grasslands and this is the wetlands. So first off, I'm going to check if there's any birds with this type of nest, and I don't see any of them. I don't know if my opponents have already cleaned them out. There's a white-throated swift, American woodcock, black skimmer, mountain bluebird, and tree swallow to choose from. These are their nest types, these are their value in feathers, and these are the habitat they live in as well as the food that they eat. So this American woodcock is the highest feather value here, but it also requires 2 bugs and seed just to feed it, use it. So I could go for this one because it's got a high point value, or I could go for this white-throated swift, which is much lower point value but only requires 1 bug to feed. Choices.
You can pick food as well, so you can pick higher feather point birds, but fewer cards and more food if you want to do that.
You want to start with a bird in the forest, but now the only one is this American woodcock. So I guess I will take this one. And that was my turn. So now I get to pick a bonus card. Bonus cards have their own bonus objectives, and if you attain them, you can get these amounts indicated here in feather values. So for example, if I take the wildlife gardener, then birds with these types of nests, if I have 4 to 5 of them, I get 4 feathers. I have more than 6 of them, I get 7 feathers. So the birds must have this nest symbol or a star nest symbol, and here it will show you how many you have and how many points you'll be getting. I think I'll take this bonus objective. Yeah, and that was my turn.
Oh. My turn now. And
You can actually click on your opponents and it will show you what birds they have in which habitats. So currently I don't think any of us have played any birds yet.
I'm playing a red-shouldered hawk. And then when I play it, like a little bit of a trivia pops up.
Yeah, so here we can see that she played a red-shouldered hawk in the forest habitat. And when it's activated, you can look at a card from the deck, and if it's less than 75 centimeters in wingspan, you tuck it behind this card and this bird. If not, you discard it. Tucking cards behind your birds adds to their point value. Okay, so it shows all Yanas did was gain some food. Now, like I said, if I want to place this bird here, I'm going to need more food for it. Currently, this is the food I have, so it's 1 bug and 1 grain, whereas this one requires 2 bugs and a grain. So I need to get some food out of the feeder. Taking that in my turn. This game was actually released in September of 2020, but we were sent a key by the developers to try it out because the European expansion for the game is just around the corner. It's been revealed that it's going to be released on the 5th of May. So I'm quite looking forward to that, because this base game has got more than 170 unique birds, and the European expansion is going to add a substantial amount of new birds to that. So people who have been playing this game for a while and know all of the cards be able to try out brand new birds and strategies once that expansion hits.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. A whole bunch of new birds.
Yeah. Must admit, this is only my second time playing this game, so I haven't seen all of the birds yet. But
You haven't?
no, I mean, 170 birds. How many of them have you seen so far?
Not enough. But, yeah, we did try running through the tutorial before playing it the first time, but that took 40 minutes, so the tutorial is quite extensive.
Yeah, we didn't think that a
Yeah.
40-minute long narrated tutorial video really does the game justice, which is why we're doing this playthrough now. Okay, so it's back to my turn, and I actually have enough food now to summon this bird. Well, summon. You can see I play Magic the Gathering. So here it shows, this is the cost, and I'm paying this.
American
here we go.
woodcock. The woodcock's amazing native
Food, not
display
mana.
involves repeated
Yep.
dives from 300 feet.
And we got some trivia about the American woodcock, and I also got an achievement for being the first to summon a bird with bugs or something, I think. So this means I've got 9 feathers on the board. Let's take a look at the other players. So we can see Mrs. Cloud here with her red-shouldered hawk has got that required nest type needed for the objective this round. And let's see. Not much going on the other side of the board yet. So he might be up to something.
Just maybe.
Maybe. But some interesting bird trivia. Does anyone here know why birds fly south in the winter?
Because it's warmer.
No, it's because it's too far to walk. Okay, so it's my turn. Played a Northern Harrier, and Janas is still stockpiling food over there. Interesting. So now, if I get another fish out of the food pile, I'll be able to use my black skimmer the next round. So I think I'm gonna go for that.
Not a good sign that Janas is stockpiling food. That means he's got high value cards, because it's usually the more expensive birds that
Yeah.
bring the most feathers in the end.
Okay, so here we see that I need fish to use this bird, but all that's left in the feeder is grain. But because there's only one food left, I can actually make use of this feature over here, which is the this is the discard to get more food. So I can get rid of this card to get more food. I'm talking about this one where you reset the bird feeder. So I'll be doing that, and there is still no fish. Just added some rodents, berries, and grain to the feeder.
Thank you.
Oh no, I'll take the berry. I think I'm gonna have to go to the wetlands to get some more cards, maybe.
Laying eggs right now.
Your birds. I tried to get a kiss from a bird once, but all I got was a peck on the cheek. Dish. I'm trying to distract my opponents here with corny jokes, but it's not working.
I tucked another bird underneath my other bird.
Okay.
So my predator, my Northern Harrier, ate
It doesn't show when I look at your board.
I think it only updates once it's your turn again. Whatever players have done.
So you can see we're on round 1 of 4 here, and there is 5 turns left. So Janas has drawn birds, and Mrs. Cloud has laid eggs. So over here, we still don't have any birds with that nest type I'm looking for. So that means, unless Janas has a whole bunch of those cards in his hand, this round is going to go to Mrs. Cloud. So I've got one berry and one fish, and none of these really. Guess I can go for a wild turkey, but this one's got the same problem as the bird I already have. It doesn't have any activation or when played stuff. So this Cassin's Finch, you can draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1 when played. And this Acorn Woodpecker, you can gain 1 extra grain from the bird feeder when it's activated. So they have their advantages, even though their feather values are lower. So I'm gonna draw this one. The nice feature of this game is you can play it asynchronously. So you basically start the game, do your moves, and then you continue on your merry way, and you get a notification when your opponent has completed their moves. It's something you see very often in multiplayer gaming these days.
I drew a card. The
I
wild
wanted a
turkey.
turkey.
Yeah, it was too enticing. It's like 8 feathers if you at the end of the game.
Now there's 2 bird cards in the draw pile with the right nest type. Got very bad luck in this game.
choices.
If you click on your bird card, it actually makes a noise. Yeah, here we go. What's going on in that draw card? Nobody took the peregrine falcon or the brown pelican.
I don't know.
So I got, let's try this one.
I already have a ton of cards in my hand.
I see you haven't played anything yet.
Finding food or planning for something, or maybe you're just playing the long game, looking at future objectives.
Yeah. This is, I'm starting to worry about Jonas because I have no idea what he's up to.
Yeah, we were going to play a very open game to try and explain to people what's happening and how it works, but someone didn't get that memo. They're still in full competitive mode.
Someone keeps taking the birds I want.
Yeah, to recap, you can draw food in a round, draw a bird card, play a bird card, or lay eggs, which none of us, or which I haven't done yet. But eggs also have their purpose in the game, which I'll explain when I get to it.
I laid some eggs now, and when I lay eggs, my red shoulder hawk gets activated, which means I can predate on another birdie. And I opened the tufted titmouse from the deck.
Okay.
So I can now tuck it under my hawk.
Well done.
I laid eggs because I wanted to make very sure I win round one. Oh, but it's you only get per egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Per bird.
Per
You
bird,
don't
yes.
Per bird.
Yeah. Put 2 eggs underneath each bird, so that was overkill now.
Well, you can still use those eggs for other things.
Yeah.
But you need eggs to summon more birds beyond your first slot.
That's true.
Yeah, and once again, there's nothing in that feeder for me.
Mm-hmm.
I need fish. What's happening here? So we still
Always
have finished the
sacrifice
falcon.
2
this-
pieces of food.
I don't have 2 pieces of food, that's the other problem. Also have a spoonbill here. Looks like a very ugly flamingo. Do you know why flamingos stand on one leg in the water?
Why?
Well, if they lifted both legs, they would fall over, so they have to stand on one. Okay, so let's see. I guess I will grab some grain and that will be it. Not much more I can do. There is an element of luck to this game as well.
Only 2 turns left.
I think that a lot of these birds have powerful combinations. You know, if you place them in the correct habitats together, you can really gain a lot of points quickly if you know how to play properly. But with 170 birds, there's also enough variety that you don't end up with the same birds every game you play. The European expansion is going to make that even better.
Yeah. That's quite cool.
Definitely something different. You don't get a lot of relaxing multiplayer games, really.
And this really feels like a board game. You do wait for the other people to play and, you know.
Yeah.
Like
The fish. Lovely, lovely fish.
that.
So now, maybe I should sacrifice a bird and get more fish. Or should I just stick to the one? Stick to one for now.
Last round.
Oh no, is this round gonna end before it's my turn again? Or do I still get one chance?
Good question.
I'm last in a row, so I think I'll still have a chance. I believe this shows the
Blue cube shows how many
turns left in this
left.
round. 1. Yeah. I think each round has one less turn than the previous one as well. What's happening with the other people here? Still just a red-shouldered hawk. There's a northern harrier here. And nothing in the wetlands. Giannis has got a golden eagle. You know what you call a sick eagle?
What?
An ill eagle. Okay, that's the last one, I promise. Rose pissed. Crow speak.
So when you see a bunch of birds flying in formation, the one side is usually longer than the other side of the V. Why is that?
Please enlighten us.
Because there are more birds on the one side than the other side, obviously.
Obviously. Okay, so this is the last turn of this round, which means I can actually play my brown pelican, which has got the correct nest.
Brown
There we go.
pelican, seriously endangered in the 1970s. Brown pelicans are thriving
need eggs
after
in
the
the
US
nest.
and Canada banned DDT.
Ah, that is true. Oh no. Okay. Is there any fish in there? No, there's not. Oh, well, it's not from the supply, so playing that brown pelican actually got me 3 fish. Oh, there we see Mrs. Cloud soaring ahead with 1 feather. Here's the next objective.
So now they scramble things around a bit and Diana starts
Yeah.
her turn.
So this one count the total number of eggs on birds for this specific nest type, multiple eggs on one bird. Each count, star nest count what it's called. So now you can load up those nests with eggs for more points. Of course, my American woodcock has that type of nest. There's nothing else in the draw pile with that nest, it looks like. So it means I need to go over here to lay eggs, and then I need to select a bird, which will be this one. And woodcock has laid 2 eggs.
This bird feeder is useless. It doesn't have the food that I need.
Yeah, these dual dice means when you select them you can choose between the bug or the seed. So there's basically 1 bug and 2 seeds in this feeder, or 1 bug and or 3 bugs and no seeds, or any combination thereof. So this ability of my brown pelican to gain 3 fish from the supply when I played it, it only happens once. But the fact that I've got 3 fish now means that I'm able to play my black skimmer, which also has the correct nest type for this round, and it uses 2 fish to play it, so that's really a bonus.
Get 1 card thanks to me.
next round it's going to be that type of nest. It only counts the bird once, and then in the final round we're going to need birds in the wetlands. That's a nice thing, you can focus on your current objectives. If you see you're going to beat your opponents, or you can play the long game and plan for further rounds, or even just focus on these bonus objectives. Okay, so I'm going to go to the wetlands and I'm going to play this card, and I'm going to pay the 2 fish. And this one has got a when activated. So when activated, all the dice not in the bird feeder, if there are any fish, gain 1 fish and cash it on this card. And once again, cashing the food on the cards gives you extra points. But because this is the second card that I'm playing in this habitat, I have to spend an egg from any of the birds that have eggs. This egg icon here above the slot indicates how many eggs you need to spend. So for the next one, 1 egg, and then further ones, 2 eggs. So I'm going to have to sacrifice 1 egg from the brown pelican. This one. No, my pelican doesn't have eggs. It's this one. There we go. And then I'll be able to add the skimmer. The nice thing is the eggs give you points, but you're going to have to use some of those eggs to add additional cards to the habitats. This thing's looking on everyone else's plans. It's not going according to plan.
I need food.
What type of food do you need?
Oh, berries. Oh, but then you people are gonna block all the berries the moment
I don't see. That's the other thing. You can be like that and sabotage the other player by taking their food, but then you're also screwing yourself over if you need a different type of food and you take away from your opponents instead. The thing is actually possible to set up this game so it's less competitive and more, playing together with other people to reach goals instead of directly competing with them, if that's what you prefer.
Where's the fun in that?
You would want to fight these birds against each other Pokemon style. American Woodcock, I summon you. That would be quite an interesting game.
Right.
Yeah, so got my woodpecker here, but he's not the right nest type. There is no birds with the current nest type. I need all the, I guess the brewer's blackbird could be useful. This needs 2. So when it shows this symbol, that means it needs 1 grain, and then this symbol means 1 of any other type. So I can actually I should just reset the bird feeder. Choices.
The competition for points at the end is going to be fierce. You with your 9 feather bird and Giannis with the 6 feathers and 8
Just
feathers.
added some new cards to the tray for everyone else.
Thank you.
The question is, do I try and fill up my wetlands habitat for that final goal, or do I focus on these nests? Do I go for the bonus objective, or do I just try and play the highest value bird cards and ignore the
Way to
rest.
win. Mhm.
Yeah, there are many paths to victory in this game. And this black skimmer has got such a funny sound. It sounds like a squeaky toy. The
What to do? What to do?
play my Brewer's Blackbird in the grasslands, since I have the grain and another trap. And this one, when activated, tuck a card from your hand behind this bird, and if you do so, also lay 1 egg on this bird.
Brewer's
So,
Blackbird.
bonus.
Brewer was a prominent 19th century ornithologist and oologist.
That's a cool power to have.
Yeah. And that's every time it's activated, and obviously in the grasslands your activation is laying eggs. So basically every time I lay an egg in this habitat, I'm going to be able to tuck a card and get an extra egg. So if you can get a few cards that complement each other like this, you can set up almost like a chain reaction. Surprise your opponents. Suddenly you have 5 eggs, or something like that. Makes the game a bit more unpredictable and more turns left in this round. To focus on food again soon because I'm running out. I can see I've got 1 bird that meets the criteria for this wildlife gardener bird, so that specific nest. But unless I get 3 more or 4 more, I'm not going to be able to get the feathers. Let's see. It's only 1 grain, 2 fish, and a rodent in there. None of that is really useful to me.
I had that same problem.
Maybe it's better to lay an egg. This one.
Yeah,
And also
remember this.
discard food to gain an egg. Be tucking the bluebird. And I can choose on which card to lay an egg. Will be the current bird. Okay. Yeah. Two eggs on my black skimmer, 1 on my blackbird, 1 on my
Beating me
woodcock.
in round 2 so far. Can't
Well,
have
there's
that.
still 2 turns left. Anything can happen.
I'll make them happen.
It's going to be such a long video. We should maybe have an intermission so everyone can run and make some tea. Luckily this is not live, so just pause the game now, run, get some snacks, get some tea, come back, settle in and enjoy. Soothing bird sounds.
Okay.
Very soothing.
Check round 2 now.
Eggs. Still have the northern harrier, red-shouldered hawk, and what was that? Okay, I'll go check that now. So I have got one fish. That's it. We've got a owl, a jay, and a crane here. So this one will be useful for this round and for points. Whereas this one will be more useful next round, and it's also similar in points. So I think maybe I want to go for this one. You can choose 2. Go. Roll the dice. No fish this time. Pity. And because of this skimmer's ability, every time I draw cards in the wetlands, I can roll the dice and maybe get a fish. But it's only cashed on the card, so I can't actually spend it. Still, it's good for points and it's a nice bonus.
All their cherries. They're stingy with their cherries.
Yeah. Lots of bugs and fish and the rodent now. I need rain for almost all of mine now. Well, it's useful to have cards in the woodlands that have abilities that give you additional food. Unfortunately, my woodcock, it's very high in point value, but no special abilities.
Yeah, that's the same with the turkey I'm saving up for. Because it's got that specific nest for round 2. But what I forgot is that star nest also counts. So then I realized, oh, I have a star nest. I'm going to put all my eggs in that basket.
Round left. So I must either lay eggs to get the points or I must get the food. I think. Or the card. I don't really want to discard a card, but I have nearly enough food unless I do it. Mr. Woodpecker. Need that food.
One turn left.
I think this is the last turn.
This round, yes.
Yeah. Would have laid more eggs, I think. Would have been a good opportunity to catch up.
It feels like I'm losing.
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes it's a slow start and you've got high level cards.
Janos is high level playing here. He's bluffing,
Yeah, like technically he's so
pretending to be the
quiet.
underdog, and then he's gonna bust out some ostrich or something. Look at that. 4. Should have laid eggs.
No,
Surging ahead.
forgot to take away the birds after each round. and
Yeah, I've
place
made
them
that
in.
mistake before. Okay, so in this round we need to count the total number of birds with a specific nest type that have at least 1 egg, and each bird counts just once, regardless of how many eggs. So I don't think I currently have any.
You do. We
I've
all
got
have
one
left.
over here. Yeah, I only have 1.
Yeah, we all only have 1 according to the full board.
Even if I put more eggs into this one, it's not going to count, and I already have an egg in there, so that's okay for now. And I want to play this one. For that I need 2 grains and 1 additional one. So I can actually do that if I use the fish. And it's got that when activated ability. But I need to spend the egg. So I'll be using the woodcock's egg. Yeah. For this bird to count, I need to get it to lay an egg. Now I've got 2 birds with that nest, so I need at least 2 more to get the bonus feathers. But Janas, you're the only one who's actually played the actual board game in real life. How do you think the game compares to the board game? It's the faithful adaptation?
Yes, it's pretty accurate and a lot less micromanaging.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Me
I've
too.
seen the board game and it's a lot of pieces. I think the bird feeder is actually a physical object with a dice, and there's all these cards and habitats. So just the fact alone that you don't have to keep track of every egg and nest and feather already makes the digital game more appealing to me. Plus it's easier to play online against other people. Because trying to convince a group of people to come to your house to play a game about birds could be an issue for some players. So this one's got the online mode that you can play against your friends, or you can just play against random people, if I'm not mistaken. I think this game has got an in-game shop as well, where you can buy new backgrounds and things.
Yeah, now you can customize it. You can pick what background you want, and you can pick
Okay.
your avatar.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm not sure about the shop part.
Yeah, I briefly peeked in there and I saw that they were advertising the upcoming expansion, but it also looked like there were other backgrounds you could buy.
Cool.
Okay, so now I've got no food whatsoever. I see people have played birds. I don't have any birds that I can play with the correct nest type, although this one will be the correct habitat. And then over here we've got a starbird, the barn swallow.
Yeah, it's quite handy to have a starbird.
This bronze cowbird is interesting. It doesn't have a nest type,
Yeah.
but once between turns when another player takes the lay eggs action, this bird lays 1 eggs on another nest with that specific type.
Yeah, so you have to have those type of nest birds.
Yeah.
And they have to not have any eggs, like not be full already.
Yeah.
So it's a handy bird to have, but then you have to have the right birds of the right nest types.
And then other people also has to lay eggs.
Yeah, that too.
Well, a lot of the objectives are to lay eggs, so it's usually not a problem. All that dice. Man, I got a fish. So these icons up here show their habitats, and some of them you can pick which habitat. Like the sandhill crane can be either grasslands or wetlands. That's handy. Whereas this bronzed cowbird can only be grasslands. Does the wingspan actually factor into anything apart from the stuff like tucking the cards?
Not that I know of.
Because they show the wingspan for all the birds, like the crane is 196 centimeter, whereas the swallow is 38, and the name of the game is Wingspan, but it doesn't actually play that big of a role in the game.
The predators can tuck the other birds with smaller wingspans, but for the rest, I think it's just interesting to know as well.
Yeah, reminds me a bit of the top trump cards. Like, what's your wingspan? What is your flight capacity or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, this is like both educational and fun. It's cool. Actually, we might go out in nature now and go like a 7-shouldered
Be
hawk.
able to identify the birds. Yeah, it's nice that the birds are animated as well. It's another advantage over the actual board game. Okay, so I need food. There is one bug in there. Maybe I should... This one. So I want more birds in here for that final goal. But this is a very low value bird. And it will cost me an egg. Should do that. I need... yes, I don't have food to get anything. I need to take this out of the feeder. Oh, okay. There we go. This one. And that one. There we go. Take it. There we go. Activated my Stellar J. So I actually managed to get 1 bug and 2 grains from that turn. Which is perfect. So this one has the correct nest type and doesn't have any eggs on it. So if I play my cowbird, I'll actually be able to reap the benefits of other players laying eggs, which will help in this turn and with points. It's a valid strategy that I shall be employing.
I finally have enough food to play my turkey. See Janas if he's gonna win round 3 with enough eggs in.
Why not?
Steep in thought.
Yes.
No, you don't have the right nests. Oh, you've got 2 of those nests. Ooh, if you lay eggs, you can.
See what's going on here. Golden eagle, a mallard, a roasted grosbeak, and a blue-winged warbler.
Yeah, so see that in Janas's forest, he's got 2 birds with the bowl type nest.
Yeah, I saw that.
So if he fills them up with eggs now, he's gonna win this round.
Maybe I should lay some eggs next round, next turn.
Yeah.
No, don't listen to me. I'm just
Yes, I want to spin the egg that is not...
Just busy planning ahead.
Bronzed
Okay.
cowbird. Cowbirds lay eggs in other birds' nests and
Hope I
often
can
break or
execute
push out
everything
the
I
host
want
bird's
to.
eggs.
Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster.
So you're all in.
He's planning ahead. I'm just like playing every round whatever I can. Going for the.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play fast enough not to drag out the video. I don't think anyone wants to watch a 3-hour video of a board game. But you never know. We're approaching the first hour mark now.
I finally played my wild turkey. I click on a bird from any habitat. I keep forgetting that I have to sacrifice an egg when I play a bird.
This one. It's the right habitat, it's the right point value, and yeah, that's my objective, I think. I'm gonna need the right food first. Hopefully people are laying eggs.
What do you want Janas to win this round?
No, if any of you lay eggs, I also get an egg. Got my
Really?
bronzed cowbird.
Ah, I forgot about that.
Oh yes.
So Janas is gonna make both of you win.
That's another thing, I must either focus on laying eggs or I must try and prepare for a future plan. So this one I can gain 1 from the bird feeder, which is good. So I want to play this one. Do is take this and this, and then activate it to get this. Yes, there we go. Cleaned out the bird feeder basically.
2 turns left.
For me.
At least I have some berries for you. Or do you not need them anymore?
Needed berries.
This is the hut.
You needed a bug.
I got 4 bugs in my inventory.
Here's gonna count. This has 1, so this will count. This needs an egg to count. So hopefully someone plays it so I can get an egg in here, and then I can focus on a different strategy for my final turn.
And what does Cloud want us to do? We should just do the opposite.
Don't shoot yourselves in the foot now just to spite me.
You get to draw a card from the deck.
Okay. Ooh.
What I wanted to get is gone. Cool. Still
My turn now.
this one.
Let's see.
So this grain, you can discard 1 grain and then tuck 2 cards from the deck behind the bird. So from the deck doesn't mean cards in your hand, right?
I believe so.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so someone has a candle back that allows all players to draw 1 card from the deck. It's mighty nice of you. I got a Carolina Wren, which is a 1 feather bird, but it does allow me to draw 2 cards when played. So that is it. That's, I think I'm going to be playing this one. In terms of eggs, playing this one.
Sandhill crane. Sandhill cranes can live for decades and mate for life.
Yeah, didn't know that. Sandhill cranes can live for decades and they mate for life.
Okay. Cool birds.
Looking
Interesting.
bird. Interesting bird sound as well. Chat is filling up nicely.
Yeah.
Good. For this round.
Forgot to. I hope someone
Time
lays
to
an egg
win.
now.
Yes,
I laid
there.
some eggs just to win the round. Objective.
I thought you would.
That's so nice of you. Now I can lay a egg in my jay's nest as well. Yeah, plan paid off.
You beat me.
Oh yes.
How much does a one round bring you in feathers or whatever? Today.
I don't know. Depends on how many. I think the final feather count is only tallied at the end for your birds and stuff. The rounds themselves are just based on the amount of nests and eggs or whatever the criteria were.
Okay.
But now the focus is going to be on the wetlands.
Yeah, I know I've need
Wetlands.
food, but the food in there does not mean anything to me.
We were complaining about berries, now you have berries.
Yeah, now there's an abundance of berries.
So remember, if you take the
Remember.
rat, you can reroll and get
Yeah,
more.
if there's only one dice left, you can reroll, or if there's dice of the same type left, two of the same, you can also reroll. Yeah,
You can
these
use 2 foods to be any food as well.
yeah, these objectives are also different every time you play.
The round
Also add
objectives.
yeah, as far as I know,
Yes.
also add some
Believe
nice
so.
variety to the game. So
Yeah,
a
let's
bird that
see.
is very useful in one match might not be as powerful in the next, depending on the objectives. Song sparrow, purple martin, and a Carolina chickadee. Was everyone else's? Okay, it's my turn. Someone laid an egg.
Yes, I did. So
Okay,
6 eggs
there's
in
no
the
birds with those nests
wetlands.
in there. Can use one here or here. I guess let's put you in there. So each count. So there's going to be very much an egg round, I think.
nobody wants that food.
It doesn't look like it, eh?
It's annoying because I also don't want it. But you can cache food, I think, if you have the wrong
So
type
now I
of
got
food.
it. So this way. And laying ink on the current bird, yes. Okay. Productive round. Productive turn, I should say. So let's
Did you lay
see.
eggs?
Whoa. You've got a canvas back with 4 eggs and a rosette spoon ball with 2 eggs. So that's 6 eggs in the wetlands already. Sneaky.
You
Yanas.
can't even lay eggs, more than 6 eggs in the wetlands.
Yeah, that's a problem. 5. Unless I summon another bird in there. Do that. Lisa can use everyone else's egg laying abilities to pull up my stellar jay's nest, so I have a cache of eggs to sacrifice. Now food is going to be the issue.
So also get an egg. Someone else lays an egg.
I have to use 1 turn for food. Also not a bad option. See what I do.
What are you gonna do?
That's 2 eggs. Okay, I've got eggs to spare. Go to the right, move it to another habitat. Two. Or the 1 gram. No, I do not want to do that. Yes, skipping that card. No fish this time. Yeah, I'm really glad I don't have to keep track of all the when activated powers each round. So I don't think anyone's going to remind you in the board game if you have a powerful ability that gets activated and you forget about it.
Yeah. It is helpful.
Do not like the looks of this. This is very threatening.
What?
Your eggs in the wetlands. And then Janas has got a mallard and an American avocet and a woodstock. But only 2 eggs on the mallard. So he's got a potential of 6, but only has 2 so far, whereas you have 6 out of 6. This is a 4 and a 6 feather bird. And then Janas has gone for a 6 and a 6 and a 0. So he beats you in terms of feather points value. Can it see? So okay, someone laid an egg, so I get another egg again. And here, what I wanted to do was to use that or that. This one maybe. Use the one here. This one here.
Song sparrow. When resources are abundant, song sparrows can rear 4
It's starting to get
clutches of
important to
eggs.
count the remaining rounds. Only 2 turns left. Woohoo, okay. But I can't do any new strategies.
And I don't like this activation of this bird. This could spell trouble if I activate this card.
What happened?
But luckily, I don't think there's enough rounds left to do it. The song sparrow, when activated, if the bird is to the right of all other birds in its habitat, move it to another habitat. So if I add another bird now to the, or if I draw a card now, then my song sparrow will move out of the wetlands and I have to put it in the forest or the grasslands. Which I don't want to do because it can lay 5 eggs. And it's got the right nest type that I can steal eggs.
Yeah.
Well, not steal, but get an egg if someone else lays an egg. Yay. You get an egg. Do you get an egg? Any food to sacrifice? You can get that. Yeah. There we go. nearing the end stretch now.
Yeah.
So the game doesn't actually take that long to complete. I mean, we're just over the 1 hour mark now, which I think is very reasonable for a board game. Obviously, the more players you have, the longer it's probably going to take. But you can play with up to 5 players.
It's obviously one of those games that you can also just play whenever, like through an entire day.
Yeah, like I said, with the
But-
asynchronous play, you can just go on about your day. They give you 72 hours to finish a match. So it's a bit like playing chess online with an opponent where you just send them a move every hour or whatever, almost. But if you want a faster game, you can set the timer to 5 minutes maximum per player per turn, so that people don't waste your time trying to run out.
Can get stuff done in between.
Yeah. Oh, here. See what's happening over here. Interesting. Sure. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eggs on your wetlands. Do you have any turns left?
No,
So
done.
I can actually squeak ahead of you.
Try your best.
Thing is, okay, I can't reveal my strategy now, but there is a
You
way.
can. I mean, it's
You
your,
can.
your
We're all out of
turn.
turns and you are going
You
fast.
didn't lay an egg. Oh, you did? Okay, there you go. So I can use that to put an egg on my song sparrow, which is in this habitat. And then I will use my final turn to lay eggs on it. Final 3. And then tuck this one. And for bonus points, I'm gonna lay an egg on. Or do I still have? I don't. Oh, it's on the crow. The crow already, yeah, it's full, so it's not going to help, but that's a lot of eggs. Let's see. Did it pay off? Did my strategy work?
Damn.
You.
Ah, look at that. I knew it. Oh. 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 Oh.
Close.
Oh. No. It's a tie.
And I lost.
It's a tie. Ah. How on earth did you manage to tie with me? I thought I had it all planned out.
I had so many tuck cards, I think.
So that's the amount of birds. Bonus cards. Jana's had 2 bonus cards. In of round goals. Food on cards. Eggs. And tucked cards. If it wasn't for those tucked cards, I would
I
have
had
won.
3 predators every time I played it.
So, yeah, you can see I didn't focus as much on the tucked cards. But if I did... Oh, okay. Good. Good game, everyone. Well done.
GG.
Yeah, and that is Wingspan. Hopefully everyone watching this learned a bit more about the game and enjoyed watching us play it. Definitely recommend trying it out if you like board games. And keep an eye out for that European expansion. We'll definitely be trying that out too if we get our hands on it.
Very cool.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Remember to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoy our videos.
Till next time.
Bye.